Fun fact, this is exactly how your air conditioner works. It goes from a high pressure liquid to a low vapor gas. I'll try not to hit the flame with the... Try not to hit the camera with the flame. I don't think a 7,000 degree flame is going to do very much good to the camera. Oh my gosh, it's turning. Oh! Well, I got to turn for a bit. I should have stopped and went forward again on it. That's pretty darn close to center without measuring. I'll toot my own horn, but that's not bad. There we go, getting there. Not much left. Looking at my handiwork, it's not bad, people. We actually have thread still we can actually use. Okay, and there we are. Oh, look at those beautiful threads. Not mangled, not distorted in any way. Perfect. Yes. Look at that. Content, people, content! Yes. Will this require fire and brimstone, or will this also lock out? Again, it's cool to the touch. I'm just going to use my brass hammer and go with them, and hopefully they'll tap out. Well, Well, hello everybody. Today we're working on frozen exhaust bolts that are stuck in the cylinder head after I unceremoniously ripped them off with my pneumatic drill. Now, pneumatic gun, whatever. Now, I'm sure I'm going to get chastised for it. As of this recording, I haven't released it yet, so that'll be fun to see who chastises me for that. But I ran across a method on the internet that I would actually like to try, fire and ice method. I would also like to try on camera and see how well it works on extracting the bolts. First of all, welding on our nuts to the bolt. Okay. And then we'll progress from there. Now we're going to take the torch, heat up the cylinder head itself, get it nice and hot, shut the torch off, and immediately grab your PC duster. You normally use it for dusting off your computers. Tip it upside down, that turns it into a liquid, and don't touch it over here because we would get frostbite, and simply go like this and super cool that bolt down. And hopefully that will contract just the bolt while the cylinder head stays hot. And in theory, it might actually back it out fairly easily, relatively. I'm kind of excited to try this method. Fun fact, this is exactly how your air conditioner works. It goes from a high pressure liquid to a low vapor gas. And that specific exchange is what things get really cold. And you can see we got a little bit of ice on the tip. That is how basically your air conditioner works inside your car or your home or your fridge. I got my wrench at the ready just in case we were ready to rock and roll. Okay. Very curious to see how this works. And you don't have to have a fancy torch like I do. Get your butane torch out. It's going to take a while, but hopefully it should, I would think it would net similar results. try not to hit the flame with the... Try not to hit the camera with the flame. I don't think a 7,000 degree flame is going to do very much good to the camera. Might look cool for a second. Try to heat it up evenly all around as we practically can. Oil's starting to bake on it. Should be getting close. Okay, I think I'm about ready to try it. Nothing's glowing. Obviously, this cast iron, it'd take a lot to actually get it cherry red, but I think it's warm enough to give it the try. So, not like it spurts it a lot, but nope. Nope. Not quite. Nope. Not quite. I might have to end up using all this bottle, I don't know. Yeah. It just broke the nut off. Okay, well, that was unsuccessful. Let's get my vice grips out, I guess. If this doesn't work, we'll just try using water on the bolt itself and see if that will help us out. I guess I should have sized up my vice grip first, but well. Oh my gosh, it's turning. Oh! Well, I got to turn for a bit. I should have stopped and went forward again on it. Oh well. Oh, that one's a drill out. Okay. Well, let's try the second one then. See if we can be a little bit more dainty with it. Uh-oh. I'm going to take a look at my regulator. Okay, I hear things creaking and popping. And no, it's not my joints. Hush. Let me cool this down fast enough here. Why isn't this thing fitting? Come on. No, this ball snapped right off. Alright, bolt method's no good. That's fine, whatever. Alright, let's heat this bad boy up again. We'll just vice grip it off, or attempt to. Maybe rock it back and forth this time. Okay. I think we're ready to try the vice grip method again. Only this time, I'm not going to try reefing on it so much. No turning at all. Oh, there it goes. We got a wiggle. We got a wiggle, people. Okay, so I just got a little too rambunctious the last time around, eh? It works! It really does work! That's so cool! Yes! That's so flippin' awesome! Look at that! There it is! Oh, that tickles my fancy. I should have rocked this one a little bit more and have gotten it possibly a little bit hotter, but look at that. Boom. Fantastic. Problem with bad boy number 3 over here is I don't have much of a neck. It busted down pretty low. All right, when it's sheared off, I don't have a whole lot of bolt left over to work with. So I might just see if I can just twist this nut off. Obviously, my nut methods are not working at all. Yeah, see this? Yeah, see, there's nothing there. I thought superheating it would help, but psh, yeah, whatever. Anywho, now 10 cents down the drain. But I think I can get on it just enough. Yeah, it's gonna be close. Yeah, we might be able to make that happen. These are pretty much, in all intents and purposes, brand new. So, they got a good bite on the teeth. Smelling 20-year-old oil coming back to life and burning. I have to open up the shop. It's getting a little bit fumy in here, don't you know? Whoa! A little bit of a woof right there. That's quite a lot of heat we put into that bad boy. Let's say we cool that sucker on down. See if we can't get any turn. Oh, jeez, it's smoking. Alright, here we go. Cooling down now. This one appears to be a little bit more stuck. Oh. A little bit of rocking and rolling here. Okay, we have to cycle it a couple times, but it is rocking. And it broke. Yeah, well. Okay, well. So this method, that fire and ice method, I suppose it might work. But when you have exhaust bolt shanks that are half gone, the structural integrity of the bolt itself is severely compromised. So it quasi-worked for one of them. Now I gotta do the drill out method, which isn't a pain. I'll show you guys. Keep it all in the up and up. We won't send it to the machine shop. I'll show you. Let's give it one more gas with the other cylinder head. There's one stud on there we got to remove. Okay, folks. Let's see how bad I can hash this up. Oh, there's a lot more steam coming off of there. Definitely a heck of a lot more steam coming off of there. It's definitely transferring more heat. Oh yeah, it just turns now. Okay. Well, that's the trick then. Use just plain old Jane water. I thought I was just getting fancy and use some compressed gas, but apparently just regular water will work, which makes sense because more steam rolled off of it. So let's just say H2O, a little bit of heat, and in combination, look at that. Just backed right out. Perfect. Okay. Well, take notes, everyone. I don't know if the water helped a whole lot or not. Still too hot to the touch. It's still too hot to the touch, so I don't know how well the water worked, but it definitely shocked it enough, I hope, to cool it down. So at least there's one complete cylinder head that won't have to be drilled out whatsoever. We'll try this method again on our exhaust manifold bolts. I got one here that needs to be drilled out for certain, and I'd like to replace these studs because these shanks have gotten so deteriorated. It's gotten a lot thinner right here, so maybe we'll go ahead and we'll use that water method again here, and here we'll steam these down after we heat them up, and might work on that. I don't know if it'll be this episode or the next episode, but stay tuned for that. So we're done with this cylinder head for right now. So I'll have to drill out 2 holes. Where you guys at? Come on back now. So I'll have to drill out 2 holes. Oh well. I've done it before. Now it comes a little bit more of the finesse part of it, which sometimes I can struggle with that. First thing's done is it's pretty much on a flat surface now. Fairly stable. So now I'll find the center. I will admit with this first drill out, I wasn't too descriptive on my methods on how to do it, which is standard methods for any time you're doing this. Basically, you file the bolt down and make sure you have a flat surface, of course, and then make sure you have a wide assortment of drill bits of different sizes, all in the correct order, so you can slowly step it up, so you slowly drill it out all at once. Suppose I have to figure out how deep I need to go, eh? Okay. I will explain a little bit more in depth on what I mean in the second drill out. So we're just going to hammer out this first drill out here right quick, see how the results are, and we'll move on with the second drill outs. Well, this isn't cutting oil, but it's still oil. Oh, I think we're through. Okay. That's pretty darn close to center without measuring. Not to toot my own horn, but that's not bad. This next size up is probably a bit on the aggressive side, but hey ho, here we go. I'm gonna turn this down into first gear here. That's when you know you got a sharp drill bit, folks. And how deep we're going on this one? Okay. Oh, there we go. There we go. Getting there. Not much left. Still pretty even on the sides. We might be able to go one bit bigger, maybe. Found a piece of junk 1/4 inch. Ooh! 1/4 inch. 1/4 inch is going to be our next size up. Fantastic. Alright, 1/4 inch. Here we go. Well, that was a step in the right direction. Not much left of it. Maybe turn up in the second gear, maybe. Wall it up by hand here. Whatever you do, don't break that bit into the cylinder head, please. Because your machinist is just going to charge you more to drill it out. They can draw hard. They can drill hardened steel out, but it's not cheap. And these very, very special bits for that. Okay, I'm just starting to see the threads on here. Just barely starting to see the threads on the inside of the bolts. So we really don't want to punch out much more than that. Okay, now we'll try the 2-step up. Oh. Okay. Take note, don't ever use your screwdriver as a chisel. Uh-oh. Yep, starting to hit cast iron now. Oh, oh, oh. Check it out. Watch this. Oh, it only grew. Only took out half a thread. Oh, well. See if we can eke a little bit more out here. And this is where having an easy out will actually be kind of nice. Yeah, about a 1/4 inch. There's the rest of the bolt. So what I was hoping for is that the rest of that bolt, the very outer threads, would come out. It was threading down. I wanted to come back out, but unfortunately, I just couldn't extract it. Maybe if I had an easy out, I could actually undo just the threads. So I just pushed it back in there and just drilled it out right now. So that's what's left of the bolt. Okay, cleanup time. I'll show you guys the result. Nothing. Okay. Oh look, compressed air. Looking at my handiwork, it's not bad, people. We actually have thread still we can actually use. Now before we just move on, in fact, actually you can see the little bit of the bolt that's still in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to simply tap it now, see if that'll clean it up the rest of the way. And whatever you do, don't break your tap off in there either. Should be just nice and easy. If it starts to bind up, just back it on out. Like I can feel it's not bad actually. It's not bad. Clear your threads out, like one turn to back it off, half a turn. You can clear those threads out. Yes, I know my camera's in the way, guys, but I'm trying to accomplish something here. So, let that be a lesson to you. Line up the center punch properly. Make sure you got a flat surface and drill straight down, preferably. If you have a drill press, that would be ideal. I don't have one. I'm freehanding this, but guess who's broken off enough bolts in their lifetime? I feel pretty steady about doing it freehand style. Just make sure you line up. Start with a nice small bit. Go easy. If you have a dual range transmission on your drill, use those 2 speeds to your advantage. I think that's pretty much bottomed out. So if we go over here right quick, let's see. This is one that was not compromised when we took it apart. Let's see how much the thread, or how much the tap goes down into the hole. This one's more loosey-goosey than the other one. Okay, so we got about 1/4 inch of threads left exposed. Okay, that's more or less our marker. So let's go ahead and put this in the baddie hole here. See what we got. In fact, before we do that, let's just blow this out right quick, eh? Oh yeah, we got another 1/4 inch to go. Don't you know? Well, now you do. Ooh, that got taut. That got tight real fast. And might have hit the bottom most of that bolt. Yeah. Yeah, I could still barely see the remnants of the bolt in there. A little bit of drill. Oh, by Jove, I think we've got it. Let me get the in here. Yes, during the jump cut, I hooked up the air compressor, turned it on. I got some stuff out of there. Chaser! Where's my chaser? Ah. Let's try to run this bad boy all the way down to the bottom now. We just might be in luck. Hey, look at that. Perfect. Yes. Look at that. Well pleased with that. That is very good. That is bottomed out. The bolt has been I wouldn't say successfully extracted. We pretty much carved it out. So successfully eradicated. There we go. Now, and for those who missed it, we're going to do it again. One more to go. Oh, bite me. I don't know if I stated it last time or not. If you have a bolt that is broken off, such as this one, when you go to center punch it, before you do, the very, very first step, I should say, now that we're on our second bolt, is to make sure that this has a flat surface. Obviously, I've got a metal file here. Metal shards are going to go in here. So obviously, if your heads are not going to get rebuilt, watch the metal shards. But this thing is going to go into the machine shop due to those pistons being just so, cylinder walls being so nasty that we don't have to really worry about metal shards. So what you want to do, take your, if you got room, angle grinder or, you know, just an old school file. You want to make a nice flat surface without gouging up your exhaust ports or the metal nearby, all right? Just make yourself a nice flat surface. And then spend minutes, if you have to, lining this punch up directly in the center of that bolt. This is probably the most crucial bit, other than jamming a drill bit down in there too hard, too fast, and breaking it off. If you go nice and easy with it, the most crucial bit would be this, the center hole punch. Make sure it is exactly center of that bolt. Now that I've magnetized it, look at it from this angle, look at it from this angle. Take a minute if you have to. This is the, I would dare say, the most crucial step. Okay, I'm going to call it. And I'm off. Not by a whole lot. Kind of marring it up here so I can get it centered-ish. Flubbed a bit on that one, but I think we got her. It's pretty close to center as we're going to get. That'll be fine. We can work with that. Okay, we'll start our pilot hole first. And if you're drilling like I am, freehand style, make sure that you are straight up and down. Don't use too much pressure because your very first cut Your very first drill in is going to be a very small drill bit. Do not use excessive pressure, because you don't want to snap that thing off in there. Then you got big, big problems. And make sure your bit is really sharp. Okay, we just fell through. Excellent. That was the bottom, most of the bolt. So we'll go ahead and back that off now. Another thing I would like to suggest to you, get an actual, a drill bit set from small to large if possible. That way you can slowly step up your sizes incrementally, and you won't have to worry about binding or anything. You can slowly carve it out. You can slowly carve the bolt out. For example, it takes me, I measured it, or rather I kept the bits out. It took me 4 different sizes to successfully drill this out. So you want it, a good drill bit set, one that has a wide assortment, so you can slowly step it up. Make sure they're nice and sharp. So now, I think this was my second size up. Let's do it again. I can't see where the bolt is. Uh-oh. Yeah, Milwaukee says 1 red light left. Battery switching time. It's starting to sound a little bogged down. Looks like I wasn't pressing on it that hard. So you can kind of, hopefully that's a little bit better angle. You can see the original hole, and now I'm widening it out. Boring it out, maybe. I think I'm going to shift the transmission down into first gear. Apologies for the kind of shadow here. The light is trying to shine on here, but the drill's in the way. Some more of that lovely go-go juice. That's a little excessive. Okay, we just broke through again. Excellent. Oh, sorry guys. I didn't get it in the lens too much. So basically that was size 1 of 4, or 2 of 5 actually. Now I need to find which one's the next size up. 3 out of 5 here. I think it's 1/4 inch is the next size up. Yes. Oh yeah, that carved it right out. Okay, now that was size 3 out of 5. 17/64ths, 9/32. Woo! I'm grabbing the actual bolt. No, I got the wrong size. Okay. Peel some of this bolt away. Again, don't use your screwdriver as a chisel. It's not meant for that thing. I'm using it as a de-threader tool. I think I need to wallow it out with the 1/4 a little bit more. Yeah, 9/30 seconds was the next size up. Technically, there's a size in between, but I'm missing that particular drill bit. Yeah, you see how it's loading up? That's where you can break stuff. So I'm going to have to find an in-between drill bit somewhere in the junk pile. Because I don't think the bigger one yet is going to work either. No. Or maybe if we're just really careful and don't wedge it in there. It'll work. Just take a second to get started is all. Just please, please go easy when you're putting that drill bit in there so you don't break it off. I got to switch back into high speed just so I can put little pressure on it as possible without breaking this thing. Alright, we just broke through on that one. And then we'll use the last size here. As we can plainly see, we do have a bit of a shoulder left. Oh, don't go walking around on me, guys. My camera is in a precarious position here. There we go. There, don't touch the camera. Shift this back down into first gear. That going we're deep enough with that one. I'm starting to see threads. I'm a little off center. I gotta think about this for a second. It's not bad. It's not off by a lot, but it is off just enough to make me go, huh. The number 6 size will be a 5/16. I forgot I used that one on the very last hole. This should widen up just enough. This is the next size up yet. Yeah. I think we're gonna have to start chiseling out of here. I'm starting to see threads, so you don't want to get too much more crazy. I have in the past actually knurled this over and basically pulled the bolt threads out. I have done that before. This would be the part where I might use an easy out if I had one, but I don't. So, let us pray tell. Yeah, that would be an excellent candidate for an easy out, I think. There's not much left, and you might just be able to untwist it all. But I don't have that option. I'm too cheap to go pick one up at the store. So you know what? might just start trying to tap it out. Okay. Now, I'm going to use my 3/8 tap here and see what gently comes out here. Just manhandle this a little bit. There you go. See? We have one piece of thread come out. That's actually very, very good sign. Again, not using much force. I'm just trying to get the hole started here. It's not wanting to go down, so we may have to see what we can do about peeling a little bit more of the bolt off there so we can get the thread chaser started. Yes, to all the critics out there, I'm just lightly tapping on it, right? Still can't get it started though. The best bet's going to be the tap after all. Get the old tapper out. So once those threads starts cutting in, it'll pull itself in. You see it's starting to cut in now. There's some resistance in there, so we don't want to go too crazy. Use a very small T-handle if you have one. Okay. Oh, look at that, threads are starting to appear. We're starting to carve it out. Excellent. You hear that? Oops. Oops. Thank goodness this T-handle's junk. Wow. T-handle really is junk. At least it doesn't allow me to over-torque this thing. Well, that's stupid. Alright, well, I guess it's just vice grip time then, I guess. This is going to take a hot minute, folks, not going to lie. Sure. Be all right. Oh, yeah, it's cutting. I don't have my vice grip set. I don't have my vice grip set very tight, so it's going to snap. Consider it a overload or a what do you call it? A shear off protection. So I don't bust my tap into the cylinder head. I'm doing something like that. Like this is my worst fear. Let's go ahead and back that out and clean those threads up. Remember when you're tapping, let's go a little ways. You know, I don't know. What did my instructors say? Full turn, half turn when I was in college. And then you back it out to clear the threads. And then you'll just have to end up pulling it all out, clean them out. It's cutting it. I can hear it going every once in a while. There you hear that? It's definitely cleaning it out. Let's go nice and easy, guys. Just nice and easy. If this takes you 1 hour or a weekend because you're going slowly, that's fine. You'd rather go slow and not mess up. Do not get impatient with this, something like this. Okay, I'm becoming very happy with that. That is, we're showing very, very good progress here. See how eventually your threads will get gummed up, or at least, I don't know what you call this piece. I don't know, storage area for all the junk. That will get gummed up. That's what you need to pull it out every few turns and give it a little blow down here. That's got some ickies in there. Plenty of oil in there still, so if you don't have cutting oil, just use motor oil or any type of oil. Any lubrication is going to be better than dry. I'm not trying to pull in a full turn all at once, right? I'm just trying to do maybe 1/8 or 1/16, just a little scoot, and then back off. Scoot, back off. Scoot, back off. Just nice and easy. Slowly rocking back and forth. You'd be surprised how far you just might get. We're about 1/4 of the way in. You know, we're not terribly far, but that's more the bolt slowly disintegrating upon itself. Time for another clean out. Do this often. I don't know why I'm blowing into that hole. There's just going to be junk down there, but oh well. Look at that, we're making progress. Ooh, there's some crusties in there. Crunchy, crunchy, crunchy. Thread chaser here won't work. You actually need to cut that bolt out. So, and honestly, I probably will leave this all unedited to show you guys. Yes, you can actually do this. Okay, we're almost to the bottom, but let me clean it out again. That had some splatter to it. Yep. We're not recutting new threads. It's still cutting the original threads from 77, which is a very good thing. Should go in a little bit further, I think. Maybe not. Are we bottomed out? Shoot, we might be bottomed out. Yeah. Oh, fine. fine. I'll clean the threads out one more flipping time. We can't have nice things. Sorry when my hand's going around with the lighting, guys. I just noticed that, but I'm literally a one-man band here. Ooh. There you go. Another piece of the thread that came out. Another good reason to clean your tap out. Part of the bolt thread is still on here. That's why you want to clean them out every few revolutions. Okay. Should be the last drive. Whee! Should just use it. Oh, no, no. Oh, are we done? Is that the bottom? No. I don't think we are. I think we're all tapped out. Well, let's compare it against the, let's see, that one. We didn't do anything with this one, so. Let's see how deep this one goes right quick, yes? Technically, you probably should be using a thread chaser instead of a thread tap on here, but thread tap actually will cut threads. You know, your chaser, thread chaser will simply kind of put things back into proper position, but no, that's bottomed out right there. So yeah, we are down at the bottom. Sweet. Toot sweet. Willy Wonka, man. No, it wasn't Willy Wonka. Toot sweet. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Yes. Dick Van Dyke. Yes. These are my childhood movies I grew up with. Okay. Alright. Hopefully we won't need that one anytime soon. Content, people. Content! Yes. Alright, so I'm gonna get a little spray here. And just give it a little psh, psh. Oh, those are some gorgeous threads. I didn't muck it up. Quiet. Let's get the smarter phone in here and we'll see what it looks like. Okay, and there we are. Oh, look at those beautiful threads. Not mangled, not distorted in any way. I'm honestly very happy with how that turned out. So, go slow, measure carefully. You'd be surprised what you might just be able to accomplish. Looking good. Looking very good. So I'm really glad they actually broke off because I was able to show you both methods. Heat extraction methods, as well as how to drill and tap them out so you can get perfectly good holes again. I'm actually kind of happy that actually happened. And for actually drilling and tapping them out off camera, you know, the raw video, it may have been, 45 minutes or so, maybe an hour. It honestly didn't take that long. The big thing is just to measure very carefully. Your very first drill, measure very carefully. Don't break any drill butts. Be patient. Just feather it in there. And, you might be surprised what you can do. So, is this the end of the video? Is this the end of the videotape? No. Now, what we shall do, my fellow YouTubers, is we're going to pull all these valves out and see how stuck they are. This one, of course, with the most rust, that's the stuck open valve. So now, Let's go ahead and break the rest of this cylinder head down. Alright, let's take a look at those valves and see how many come out. Or not. I'm just going to use my brass hammer and go with them, and hopefully they'll tap out. Okay, well, that one looks promising. Woo! That second one's pretty solid. Uh-oh. Okay, well, this one, these are gonna be dry. Yikes. That's not wanting to come out very well. I mean, I'm no get good new guides in there, but goodness, I don't think I can get a big enough can for this pickup project. So let's put some penetrating oil in there and push it back in. Or maybe not. For real, for real. Okay, well. Hey ho, here we go. I guess we'll just go full send on it. And in case now I'll just get a punch and punch it out, I guess. Really don't want to bend the stem, that's for certain. Well, I was using brass the whole time, so that's not mushroomed out. That's a good thing. Problem is, I don't think I have a brass punch big enough, or small enough rather, for that. Got a couple of options here. There's actually a guide to my DeWalt electric drill hammer. That's part of a guide. And I got this little guy. If I can just get him in here, keep him at center of the stem, it should be good. When an engine gets rebuilt, if I remember right, we used to resurface the very topmost part of the stem. So as long as we can prevent damage along the outside of it and just keep the damage on the inside, they should be able to grind that down in theory. It won't be much, but you don't want to mushroom it off the side, of course, because otherwise you're just going to fight yourself the whole way, which this whole pickup is quickly turning into that. Ah, yes. That indeed will work. This is not going to make any difference whatsoever, but might make me feel a little bit better. Wow, that one's mostly through. I think we're just going to try knocking these down since this is facing down, so we don't hurt ourselves much anymore. That one's a winner. Not that one. That one might be a problem child. This is a very cheap hammer. I regret purchasing. I think that was our open valve, I think. Hang on camera, yeah, that was our stuck open valve, and actually that actually not giving us much guff. Gosh dang it. Just can't have nice things. Must be the only YouTuber that just can't have nice things. No, I'm grateful for what I have. And you guys. Oh. Alright. Stems are coming off. Really, except for this one, apparently. Okay. What's wrong with you? I'll just break you off manually, but you are coming off. Thank you. I said, oh, sure. What a beautiful day to be alive. Come on. Really? That's got to be the most stubborn umbrella seal. Thank you. Jeez. I still don't regret this. I still don't regret this. Yeah, I suppose I could have lubed them up before I pushed them down, but maybe I'll do that on the next one. We'll do it now. Better late than never? Perhaps. I don't know if it'll make much difference. Yes, I know I'm using a regular steel hammer on the valve, but it seems like the only way I can actually break this silly thing loose. Oh, shock loading it, I guess. Alright, let's see what we got so far. Oof. Now I've got 2 more valves out. Oh, 4 down, 4 to go, it looks like. 3 down. Yeah, that was our stuck open valve. Actually came out quite nicely. Okay, let's try this. Oh, that'll work. Yes, we'll take a look at the valves in a minute. Nothing exciting. They're rusty and old. Like me. Oh. Well, these two are going to have to be attacked from... Well, we can... I think it's going to be a one-way ticket for these valves. Well, that was stupid. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Afraid I'm going to have to get a bigger... This one's just doesn't have enough transmission power to transmit the power of the hammer down to here. Another jump cut. So, instead of being a cheapskate, I went ahead and upgraded our punch a little bit from a 5/32 to a 5/16. I think this will transmit the power of the hammer just a little bit more. Come on. I also got a good 4-pound sledge hammer as well. Now we should be able to really destroy something and make it cost us a whole bunch more. Excuse me. Wow. All right. These two valves are very, very dry. Yikes. Honestly, penetrating oil probably wouldn't have helped at all. I don't know, but yeah. Okay, well, one cylinder head done, one to go. Wow. That one's been on there for a while too. Well, let's face it, they all have. Go. The valve spring doesn't want to retract. Just give them a light tap tap. Like that one. Like that. Well then. Woo. Okay. Oh, actually, that's still. Okay. Now let's play Whack-A-Valve. Gosh, I hate this hammer. You know what? I don't know if it's going to do any good or not, but let's just have warm and fuzzy thoughts and put some penetrating oil in all of these, eh? Nah, I really don't know if it's going to do any good, but hey ho, here we go. Nah. Wow. Well, I only have one stubborn one. It's for our first one there. Wow, I'm actually really impressed. I mean, really, who makes a hammer that's screwed in? Such a cheap hammer. I don't know why I got it. Probably because it's the only thing I could afford at the time, but I'll have to make an upgrade on this thing because this thing is just poop. All right. Well, this is pretty uneventful on this cylinder head. Alright, we only have the one humdinger here. This could prove interesting. Oh, if we only maul one up, then we only maul one up. If I have to sacrifice one punch, then oh well. Ouch. Oh, this one's gonna be a bugger. I'm gonna step this up and try using air hammer. This could be very dangerous. I don't know. Wow. Ah! Yeah, see, I broke a little piece of that off. Gosh dang, I knew that was going to be too much, yeah. Well. Now, it's not too big of a deal in my particular case because these cylinder heads will be going into the machine shop. They're going to get new valve guides put in there anyways. Those are actually, I believe, pressed in. They'll extract them and put new valve guide, I don't know what you call them, valve guide bosses, whatever you want to call them in. So damage in my particular case is not that much of a big deal, but if you're out in the field or you're reusing your cylinder head, obviously don't use power tools, just use hand tools only, and when you do, just try to be careful. I do end up grabbing my center punch here in a little second, and we'll actually get it started, and I'll use the 5/16 or the 5/16 punch to push it in down the rest of the way. So just remember, hand tools only if you're reusing your cylinder head, and it's not going to machine shop that you know of. All right, back to hand tools only. I was hoping, but not this go around. Gosh darn it alls. That is one stuck in there, little bugger. I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay. There it goes. Yes. Alright, so the whole punch worked. Got enough traction. It's going. So is everything else off the bench. Woo! Wow. Okay, well, there we are. That is dry. This motor started up. If it was semi-free, this thing probably would have self-destructed. There's just, ugh, it is so dry. Okay, well, go ahead and put the, nothing much to see by way of cylinders. Our ports are just old and crusty and need a good refurb. So let me set these cylinder heads aside and box everything up. Probably work on those exhaust manifolds right quick. As for the valves themselves, I mean, there's nothing much to report on them. They don't look in half bad condition, but definitely have some carbon buildup on some of them. So I'm guessing this pickup was an oil burner at some point, but just nothing much to report on them. Try to get a clean, flat surface here. Dulled the center hole punch, getting that last valve out, so hopefully this little humdinger will work. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Really? Hole's getting bigger. I think one could honestly flip it around and start tapping it from the other side. Let's just do that. Actually, I'm wondering if I can punch the rest of that bolt out. Just as a punch. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Ha-ha! Makes things a lot... Hello. Makes things a lot easier when you can punch it out like that. Cool. Now I'll just go ahead and run a tap through the hole. You guys are always getting in the way. But I do it for you guys. Because I love you. Oh, yes indeed. I do indeed have a 1/4" wrench for this nonsense. So you know. All the Earls belong to us tonight. Yes, I know my big fat hand's getting in the way, guys. I'm definitely not cutting new threads because I got a very small wrench here to turn this, so I know I'm chasing the original threads. If I was cutting new threads, this thing would be so loaded up so hard. Just wouldn't be right. Okay, tap sticking up from the other side. That's good. Made it all the way through. Excellent. Now this is cold to the touch. I'm just wondering if this will back out by hand. I hope it will. Oh, maybe. Oh, wow. Okay. I don't need any heat on this one then. That's a good thing. Well, we lucked out on that one, folks. 3 pounds less of acetylene I have to buy. Okay. That won't come out all that easy. We lucked out on this go. Alright. One more exhaust manifold, and then we're done. Well, this annoying, destructive episode. Will this require fire and brimstone, or will this also lock out? Again, it's cool to the touch. Oh. Woohoo! Okay, it moves. Apparently it moves in the vise as well. Will you knock it off? Well, that's some comfort then. Definitely a lower mileage car. A lower mileage pickup. Less heat cycles, maybe. Maybe that's what works in our favor today. That's fine. I was looking forward to dragging all my hoses out all over again. Perfect. Well, we lucked out 2 out of 2. Call that a win. All right, it is all loaded up, ready to go. We've got cylinder heads, crank. Tucked way in there is the camshaft. block, pan, our square bore manifold, exhaust manifolds, and pretty much the rest of the guts. I gotta put a tarp over it because we're getting a lot of rain right now, and let's be honest, we don't need any more damage than it already is acquired. It'll be fun to hear this engine breathe fire again. But I think it's gonna be sitting in the machine shop for a few days. In the meantime, check out my boy, Sorter George of Sorter George Garage. He's a lovely guy with some lovely Mopars he's working on. Please go check him out. He's close to 1,000 subscribers, so you know, if he tickles your fancy, maybe push the buttons on his side, as it were. Thank you for watching. We'll see you guys later. You're dirty, very, very dirty. Dirty and naughty. Hello, everybody. Today we are working on frozen. Hello, everybody. Today we are working on frozen exhaust manifold bolt studs. Cylinder head, exhaust. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the torch, heat up the cylinder. The problem with bad boy number 3 over here is I do not have a. I've watered them out enough we can just peel the bolt down. Oh, knock it off. We didn't catch it the first time. We're gonna do it again. Oh, for goodness sake. Autofocus. Manual focus, autofocus. Now where my camera starting to have hissy fits. Now if you're drilling freehand like I am, make sure that you are 90 degrees or straight up and down. So if you're drilling like me, make sure, if you're doing a freehand style, make sure you're exactly up and down with the bolt. Up and down with the bolt? I'm honestly really glad a couple of them broke out. And removing these only took me, an hour or two off camera. It didn't take a whole lot, so I'm kind of glad. Let me start that all over again. Well, okay. Went to the store, and we did a little upgrade on. Where's my old punch at?